Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to we channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah! God bless you.
Welcome back. This is AYV Television on Channel 33. We also broadcast live online at www.ayvnews.com with the stream on the Facebook page, Africa Young Voices Media Empire. This is now Hot Seats, the art talk show, the program where they ask the questions where you were out there one for ask. We can talk to politicians, people in governance, in public service, journalists, people in civil society, business people as well about things that they happen at the country and how we for develop this country. We can ask the questions them where we believe say people in need for answer to the positions them where they hold. As always, me Amadou Lamganaba and I want to welcome una, especially with people in our Facebook. As always, we can disagree for agree. We can disagree respectfully. We always the appeal say, you know, where we did at the platform, even if we disagree with people, their opinions, people in the program or ourselves with interact, let me do it respectfully, let me not abuse ourselves, because the goal is we all want a better salon. Irrespective of what political party they support or who you interested, you want for see this country better. Now how we think and how for do them, now yonder the difference, but it don't mean say for course we save. So we always the appeal say, let me disagree respectfully. At the end of the day, we all na salon people them. And as we just commemorate, government say not commemorate, then commemorate, not to celebrate the 60th independence anniversary. We can't talk about waiting we for celebrate, waiting this government to achieve in 3 years. We see the presidents been don't go to media houses, they talk to people them. We don't read articles them about the achievement them of this government in 3 years. So inside today's edition of the program, we can talk about waiting at the achievement there, waiting at the challenges them, and moving forward, waiting we said they look forward to as a nation. Inside the program, I get with me Thomas Dixon, we a journalist and editor for Salon Times and newspaper. Thomas, welcome to Hot Seat.
Thank you very much.
It is a pleasure having you. Also in the program, I get Mohamed Ba. We come out from the Strategic Communications Unit, now the Ministry of Information and Communication. So now one part of the people that really talk for government, they can't tell you about what they do and what are the challenges as well. Ba, welcome to Hot Seat. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
How you celebrate your independence anniversary?
Well,
now the one that we've been get the opportunity for this State House yesterday.
Well, by the virtue of the fact that me they work closely with government, and I believe they are supposed for the day. Yeah. Well, not to like I go for go celebrate, but I go for go do me work. Okay.
So it's have been the reason other people and the complaints say they were in part of the whole commemoration or celebration. There was literally a partial lockdown. Starting road and they come out to go any side.
Well, I believe it's then been a strategy from the security sector, possibly based on intelligence, so then gather. Not to government could determine to them really which kind strategy they will use for make sure so then gets maintain law and order. I believe say the police will be in a better position for actually.
How able to enjoy as people in government
well,
enjoy
that was never the idea. You understand? If government be intent for good route, basically government for us see how best to go for get cultural groups them together. Provide the necessary resources for them, engage other,
but we see a day before the 27th, the 26th, dinner or banquet was held.
Yeah, for the
music being they play, man, then gets good food, good drink.
Well, that's the idea of government. That in as much you know one for celebrating.
So I invite you to party them for
not to party there. Of course, this is in foreign dignitaries and come. And government intend for make sure say, at least when they come, we'll get for provide dinner for them. I think see that not a bad thing for do at all.
Okay.
And the president can.
So I enjoy that way, but the people.
No, not to we. It's not like.
They ask you as government.
No, not to government.
government.
No, not to government.
Ministers ministers were there, head of.
Now the purpose they look for, not to probably so what you
But you could have done something very quiet, but there was a band, there were performances.
That's very minute, especially when you talk about celebrating. Yeah, sure. Especially I watch them, especially when you talk about.
You been there?
This? No, I've not been there in a night.
But you see,
I watch them. Now they say yes, I watch them.
That was over 50 people or so.
Yeah, but sure, that's very minute for a government, for a whole county, for decide for celebrate in Badinama. It's a minute something. No, for commemorate. Sorry, thank you.
But band, I go commemorate with banding at the side when they play music. People.
But this now for the visitors, them, Lama.
Yeah, but not all the visitors are no more been there. I'm telling you.
No, but listen, but the visitors are no more for there. Some aspect of the public supposed for there.
That is what I'm asking.
No, not only party them. Yes, and these are dignity. For example, like the foreign affairs.
Apart from the minister, the visiting heads of state, I'm asking about the other people that we've been there. We go drink and eat.
But them people and they basically, for example, like members of the civil society, be there. So you want to say they're not important?
I know they ask about
no, but I know let you water down
the point I'm asking is, una say, una know they celebrate.
Sure.
How you call that in the way happen?
That then are part of the line of activities them.
Celebration.
Not just for commemorator. Come on. So you want to tell me say the president confer awards, you understand, to people deserving Sierra Leoneans because of the invite other people, they care with their families and all of that. So it means say
they can ask you, and then this are they ask you.
No, they tell you. So this the intention of government.
That occasion, the traditional one is different with this. That was a party.
This one been the part of them. When one see they travel, normally like maybe the part of the delegation go Guinea for going engage president. You understand? Yes.
Yeah.
And we been there. We all
so now ourselves do
no, not to because of them do me make we self do them.
Okay.
But because government take and say it prudent for like we then come them, especially the heads of state them. We not go just let them go so at least we go make them feel lively.
Okay.
This also get for do with projecting the image of the county.
Okay.
How they will care, they will left them just like that. You understand? We not
so
make them feel lively.
So a party for them.
Yeah, sure. And I'm not thinking about it really.
Okay.
I'm not actually thinking about it. It is justifiable.
Okay, let's ask Dixie. Dixie, how you celebrate? How you commemorate? Or not celebrate? You commemorate or you celebrate? Which one?
I think we they go school and tell we about similar in meaning. Commemoration and celebration are similar in meaning. Let us not use word for confuse the people.
Okay. Which one you do?
I had a deep reflection.
Okay.
I had a deep reflection with my family and we helped the president for pray. Because on Friday we are listening the president we pray with Muslim them and he pray say let God give you the leadership. We get the people at heart. So I think say that will be a genuine prayer. So I help the president, me and my family, my loved one to help the president for prayer.
Okay.
Let God answer that prayer. They let God give you the leadership. We indeed get the people at heart.
President Biya come in a force here, he cancel whether it was commemoration or celebration, say no, until we economy reach to a certain percentage.
For contract,
exactly. Yes, until we reach to that point, we go celebrate. But we still below that. But we see, what do you think?
I think
with the activities that
President in statement, not a mere statement, na policy. I think I get that same argument there with brother, na social media. See, the president ain't talk am. Nobody not been forced for talk am. He say go only celebrate independence or commemorate independence when we reach 20% of our GDP. We are yet to reach that. In fact, we are yet to reach even 15%.
Okay.
According to the president's interview na the town hall meeting, one of the issues where he speak to. And one of the data we Umaru Fofana provide for us is that we are even yet to reach 15%.
But there has been progress. Yes. The bank governor just statistics announced, single digits inflation.
That is good.
There is progress.
That nine we all they hope for. But if you say 20% GDP, and you know reach that and still use the state resources for celebrate.
But government say we not celebrate.
But I don't tell you say na English. They want the way read English and go tell you say there is some from all the class one and they tell we similar in meaning. Then go put this word and say give the similar in meaning. If they put commemoration and say give similar in meaning, that's celebration.
Okay. So you think the activities where we get yesterday in commemoration of the day not important at all?
For me, I think say we get and have hazard planning towards the independence. I don't think say the government be even think of commemorating in their awards. Because you look at when the activities then come, how they do how inclusive that be. And the state be in partial lockdown, all of these things, how inclusive the citizens. Because if you commemorate or celebrate independence, it's for the citizens.
But you don't need for them to street for commemorate.
No, you don't need for
you did your reflection.
You don't need for them to street, but I think you need for showing the lives of the people. You talk about a banquet where they held. So man then go eat drink beaucoup. The people that we actually get for celebrate, they were in partial lockdown in the morning. That being for scare. You see
for
police,
security reason. Police say for allow free flow.
Yes,
we all see what's been happening before the build up of the anniversary.
We all see in the build up again that even an opportunity for let get national cohesion and an opportunity for showcase unity in the 60th anniversary. We not able for do because according to the former president, they're not invited in time.
Yes, so they can discuss that.
Also,
I just want to ask about progress. Yeah. You know, inside these 3 years as we commemorate this year, the president say he said there are challenges, but there has been progress. In flagship program when at the free quality education, he said if Salon people and self not tell and thank you, but them picking them where they go school now, go tell and thank you. And things and they improve. In 3 years, you don't think say President Bio has done well?
I go be dishonest to myself if I say President Bio in 3 years not do nothing.
Okay.
I go be dishonest to myself for saying no roll out the free quality, the free education. I no go refer to as free quality education.
Okay. Why?
I go refer to as free education because it is free of quality.
How
it is free of quality because even the president accepts that the number of enrollments don't increase. The structures way for make education be quality, not in the schools them. For example, take my school where me go, Albert Academy. We don't get huge enrollment, but the number of classrooms they will get now is still there. And in the manifesto, this president been promised for roll out the free quality education. They roll out with the construction of 500 classrooms across the country.
And we just see then they build schools there.
Well, then they build schools there, but 500 classrooms. Let's see outside in the build.
Well, it's just 3 years.
We don't see the private sector actually the complement government effort like Mercury International for build schools them. So I think that is good, but we want for see now government make that promise. Apart from that, the president we say they make schools, science schools of excellence across the country. In the manifesto.
Yeah.
And we know say how the world they go now, it is through science, technology and innovation. But we are yet to see the construction of science.
It's just 3 years in governance.
It's just 3 years in governance. And Matthew, the president said in the town hall meeting that we don't need for crawl, we need for jump because of we don't waste time.
Okay.
So if in the tell you say we need for jump, I will begin to say at least 1 or 2 construction of science centers, science schools. If not that, we'll get science school in this country. We will know for excellence in science, the Moraldo School.
Yeah,
we will know the Prince of Wales. Yes, these are schools. We get the other school now, Tonko Limba, the Medina Secondary School. These are schools where they be known for sciences.
Okay.
Then we got very good science lab. Equipped them school there, account the facilities with them. The president also promised library. There are lots of promises we go with the free quality
but
education.
the presidents get time. There's been progress.
My brother,
there are instances of libraries where they open now different
This next 2 years, it will be campaign.
What will you say about
politics.
what will you say about the president in 3 years and the economy?
Well, I think say the economy now. Yes, in terms of revenue, we don't make strides. We don't generate enough revenue. But in terms of expenditure, we don't expend pass out get the money. We don't get more offices. We don't get more parastatals. In fact, we try to get more. We get the Salary Harmonization Commission.
But these are statutory institutions.
These are institutions, if you want to create them, for instance, like the Salary Harmonization Commission, you can take, for instance, the Public Service Commission Act.
Okay.
You amend them and put that in there and make a department.
You don't need new
institution. You need Peace and Commission. We have the National Commission for Democracy. You could change it to National Commission for Democracy and Peace.
Okay.
And get a department where they handle peace and get a commissioner where they did it for peace and what they call. But we keep on getting more offices, and then would they expend more apart from the offices? Would also say the president they travel fiti-fata.
But the president said that is justified.
We are not seeing the
You think
justification.
the president for enough for
We're not saying
travel?
enough for travel. If for travel when it's necessary. We
Which
should
one-
sign the president.
which one they were not necessary?
I'll give you example. The president and tell say they go for special meeting, special occasion, Lebanon. That's what they tell we. They say they go for. When the president reach Lebanese media begin reporting, the president they go for medical. By the time they reach 2 weeks, the president in West, the first lady, they snap now one place, say then they pay honeymoon on the state resources.
Okay.
And we also
So
see
that the president
we also
go-
see documents after that. We also see leaked document of the amount of money over $3 million where they lavish for honeymoon na Lebanon. When the people of Sierra Leone they in COVID time then they suffer. The president and in West lavish over $3 million.
Okay, I will bring back into that. From the president going on a bilateral trip, or they go visit, they go Lebanon to a medical trip to honeymoon. How that happen?
Thank you very much. Let's just start first of all from the commemoration or celebration. You understand? Then two words and they very distinct.
Okay.
I will make that clarification there. That celebration, we all know what he means or what he entails. You understand?
But what you do not to celebrate?
Not a celebration at all.
Even the party on
No, but that's not the part of celebration. You understand?
Okay.
We all don't see, like for
No,
example,
just
the
want let the people
50th.
know,
Yeah,
not
sure,
to
you know
me.
the part of them. You understand what we did at this county? We see the 50th anniversary.
Okay.
Then the intention of the government by then will be very clear for celebrating. We all see how celebration will look like.
Okay.
And we know we're seeing at the same for this 60th.
Okay.
You
This
understand?
one have been don't say una no
We
dey
don't say we need to
celebrate.
do them, you understand? And thankfully, you actually point out the fact that the president may not make that commitment that until such a time when they get with GDP to contract by 20%, we're not going for celebrate independence and this country. And the government still keep to that and promise it. But because of a round figure, for example, and even in colleges of students, most of them say no. If you celebrate the 60 years, we need for come.
Okay.
Because you have always been there for us. And you think about the bilateral and multilateral tie we don't exist between Sierra Leone and then countries there. You will tell you say incumbent and it compelling for like lead and camp for council support sister the brother.
It justified.
Sure. And we all see what's happening now. So it was never a celebration but a commemoration, and the activities, the line of activities clearly speak to that. Not in the way we go see that celebration, Andy.
Okay.
You understand? And that make we end them up
Yes,
by giving certificates and awards to deserving Sierra Leoneans that we don't serve in various walks of life.
Okay.
Then he also talk about the presidency low pray for leadership. You understand? I want to believe say my brother taken out of context a little bit. You know,
But that is what the president said.
you know, go exclude yourself. No, you know the semantics. I want to go deep into that. You understand? You take out of
But you
context.
know, deny say the president.
No,
say
yes,
so.
he said that, but out of context, then Dixon want for making people
No, but
believe or
Dixon say
look
they
like.
join the president for
I
free.
can pray.
You know,
I
they
just want
don't-
to
they don't
clarify.
talk
You
back.
understand? I don't want to clarify.
But you not join
That
the president for free.
when fine. So in context, when once you want for ask for leader, you need to exclude yourself because you are leading. You have to ask God for let God give you the wisdom.
Okay, now that in that sense,
In that context,
there,
there, you understand? For let God give you the wisdom for continue for provide leadership for this country.
Okay.
Then it talk about salary harmonization and the peace and national cohesion.
You say
Commission.
una they establish plenty.
There is every need for
plenty
little get salary harmonization. Are they in for 100%? Because I don't think that the public sector is small. Amadou, it go interesting for no say since time immemorial. You understand how we don't design we own systems in Sierra Leone. If they find out say somebody they will get masters and somebody they will get first degree or in a diploma they get salary pass they will get masters.
Okay.
Based on the offices they would establish.
But Dixon say you don't need for set up a new commission.
The
You can just put
functions
it in
different
another.
because
Okay.
a huge that responsible. But look at finance for example. Somebody why visit the add deputy and in fact they still add the more department and because of the workload. The human resource, for example, for take care of the entire human resource. Now this country is so huge that there is need for we get a separate component for deal with the
look at the
harmonization.
salary.
Because now huge tax Andy.
Okay.
And you don't go and go overwhelmed with activities. Then later you don't get the desired result. Then Oma being going to say they pay them for nothing.
Okay.
You understand?
How about the Peace
And,
Commission?
Yeah, the Peace Commission also, Amadou, honestly, if at all, because of the enormity, the deep-seated hostility, the division, the acrimony, you want to agree with me, say it is but fitting for you to get a separate entity where entire, objective.
But we already get
No,
like
they
system, we get the National Commission
for Democracy. Then they will take different mandates.
We're almost
and
redundant with what
the reason why I want to make sure say Dixie understand now the justification that before now people that don't go and say the wage bill high. Yes, indeed, you understand, and that people they just create jobs. But the reason why people feel that particular thing, now because the government they not be able to generate the needed resources for take care of them. Sure.
So the money
so
day.
For we come at the camp for
the
we
money day.
The money day. That's why we are paying salary. No, we are generating. The president promised to the block leakages. You understand? And we don't block the leakages, and that make. Over the last years, whenever you see people
like
without salary, without recourse to loan or bank overdraft,
we still get budget deficits.
No, but we still get budget. Yes, small. You understand? Small, and then other MDAs. You understand? Because, mark you. This is a competing interest.
You still get MDAs there, they tell you say that.
Yes, I know. The allocation, and they get at the third or fourth quarter.
Exactly.
I understand.
So, but you don't say about money.
Listen, we get money for pay salaries. Then MDAs and they don't go tell you say yes indeed they need to get them but the salary will not repair.
Okay.
And we are getting there. You understand? And that make we fiscal management policies, especially counter finance, we need to joke with them. And thankfully Dixon Self and other people them both home and abroad don't acclaim this government.
But this government promise for cut down on the wage bill.
No. We identify by them because people don't know for sustain. But we are sustaining it. Fine. The wage bill, yes, indeed, we identify by them.
Say, they cut down on the wage bill.
No. We never said we are going to cut down on it.
We
identify the fact that the wage bill been up.
Yeah.
You know why? Because by then the number will take care of
reduce it.
But we are generating. When you talk about reduction now. Them people they wouldn't get for employment. Those Saralinas,
I'm not saying
they are
not disputing.
These are Saralinas, and you provide better for whole family.
We're asking what you promised.
No. Listen, let us look at the significance of it.
Okay, so
you understand? Let us look at the significance of creating jobs for Saralinas, other than all just slashing jobs.
Okay.
If government able to provide the needed resources, better. But government they provide the needed resources, you understand? And they provide jobs for Saralinas. Look, okay, for example, the increment on the wage bill. The police officers all recruits. Not a bread and butter.
No, I nothing said that they.
No, but listen, it's significant. The 5,000 teachers enrolled and the payroll.
Are you sure 5,000 teachers have been enrolled?
Sure. They have been approved.
Then teachers in Kenya.
No, but listen, there are challenges because some of them they get issue about. But listen, some of them they are challenged. The reason why they are challenged, like I explained to you now, I've been up country. First hand, I don't talk with them teachers there. Most of them
are teachers.
But I don't travel all over this country. They go on radio programs and engage people and then they open phone line. Okay. Then they call and they express the same sentiments how they express. The issue where they get now that you understand, some of them need for clarify, some of them get account business. And the teacher, the head masters and principals in the schools that they mostly be don't deal with them discrepancies there.
Okay.
Because they need to supply the accurate number of teachers when they are them particular and when they come for camp, when they call them for verify, some of them they can verify.
Okay.
You understand? And you know, say do NCRA now. There is this verification of payroll. So people they physically come for camp verify, and they cannot pay them because of that.
In 3 years, you are very comfortable. Say you've done well with the economy, with most of the
No, we are not comfortable.
Okay.
To be honest, we are not comfortable. We are not oblivious of the fact that still there are existing challenges.
We don't do well. The bread and butter issue.
We don't try. We don't try. You understand? And you agree with me, say the issues and the challenges of Sierra Leone. No government will go to solve in 10 years. If not, from Pakaba to Ernest Kouma, former president.
We promise for solve, but not having the time.
No, but listen, we promise for solve.
So now you put time to them.
Not to time.
I know.
No, listen. Logically, anybody will take governance in this country. And anybody fear enough for do assessment. Because Rome was never built in a day. Okay. With challenges are so enormous, they're so compounding that no go because man, listen. Let's take for example.
I don't do well.
No, but it is visible clear.
Okay.
What you don't do visible clear for the people to see.
It is visible. They've done well and they've
No, we have not reached attain to the heights.
I don't do well.
We don't try.
Okay, Dixon,
on the economy where this man they talk about, the MCC scorecard, all they celebrate. C'est Salon pass. Usa will feel woeful.
Na which year? 2 years. Na which year?
But na the same 2 years on the top 10
today.
No,
but listen, na which year?
Not on the same 2 years on the top 10.
Na which year? You understand? And listen, na progressive reporting.
Na the same 2 years on the talk say we pass corruption. For that we can't get compact.
No, but if you enough for you mention
about. Now we highlight.
No, if you mention.
If you mention, you they say we don't do well. But now we highlight.
No, that is
the economy.
The economy not visible in you.
Not visible.
You know how
December reach, money not in a bank.
No, but listen, that okay, I will explain that. Okay, I will explain.
Yes, you make your points. Let's just
December
make
reach
your points.
money not in a bank.
Yeah, but the bank governor explained that.
It's all like I said, take
But
all
the
the money they can go Lebanon.
but the bank governor explained the challenge.
No, money not which are the challenge.
It's not because of COVID. We'll not be able to come with the money.
Even the tell the bank governor,
even
the tell the bank governor give we say the money they come. They pass 2-3 months.
But go to the bank and let's see money.
But they got money there now.
Even at this
go to bank money.
Small money challenges. Now that comes to MCC. MCC tell we say for fiscal policy we fail to get a fair amount of
so we accept.
4%.
We accept that. For domestic revenue generation,
inflation is 16.9%.
Who's
Inflation.
MCC. Inflation pass. MCC. Yeah, the threshold now 15%, 14.8%. No. We passed inflation. No. We passed inflation. 2020.
Calm down.
2020 inflation pass.
Calm down. We are on.
Then I will challenge you on this.
No, but now.
2019 you get.
Now 2020.
No, 2020 inflation pass.
No, now 2020.
14.8%. Well, let me say
look at 2020.
No, listen. We passed inflation. When you go watch out.
No, but fact is, we are
telling man so we pass inflation rate. Now the indicators and Andy. 14.8%. Inflation you now 15%. For inflation, we pass.
According to JJ Safar, the correct Minister of Finance,
we have increased internal revenue generation. That is clear.
Gentlemen, but fact is,
there are challenges in the economy, but don't tell me say we do nothing.
Just hold on. But fact is, this government they will bring down inflation to a single digit. Isn't that progress?
Monthly progress.
Exactly.
We accept that.
Yeah, but this after 6 years.
After 6
years.
We accept they have done well. I'm not tell you say they not do well.
But
I don't tell you say they not do well.
But you reference to 2020 inflation.
I don't tell you say they not do well in revenue generation.
Okay.
What did JJ Safar, the current Minister of Finance, tell you? Except for let you know say economy good. When you go buy cookery, need for C&A.
Okay.
For that you know say economy good.
Inflation drops so.
Why go buy fry because we not reach that level. We not reach that level where they eat in a hotel, na restaurant. Go buy fry. Why go buy fry? Why go buy fry?
It don't pass 5 years, you don't go sleep for go buy rest.
Why go buy fry? I need for
so look at talk like a layman.
But if the indication they show say after 6 years inflation don't go to a single digit.
For just 1 more wait next month.
Yeah, no, but
listen,
just for March.
But if you able save inside 1 month,
why make the inflation?
What's the reason?
Some of the reason get for do with the current money we know in the country.
Hey, but Dixon,
some of the reason also get for do with the way how people this in the first month, how people
no, but the inflation got for March, for February and March.
No, it's for March.
Yes,
that the inflation, according to statistics, for March don't reduce.
Okay, yes.
And because you don't reduce
after 6 years.
After 6 years, just for a month.
So you want to congratulate them for that?
Yeah, they're doing. I don't say so. Say they do well. We for tell them say they do well.
So that means that they address the. Well, it means that they address the bread and butter issues.
The bread and butter issue. Let me fatusia na import.
No, but if inflation they go down, it means that they address them.
No, let me fatusia na import.
The bread and butter issue.
That's how we say.
The bread and issue.
The theory is inflation they go down.
It's not about Dixon.
It got to do with inflation.
It's not about Dixon.
It got to do with creating more jobs for people. It got to do ensuring equitable distribution of the national resources.
One of the main campaign song of this
country right now.
Now that Tolongbo no go sidoya angry boku.
But inflation is
angry don't boku pass how we
It's not possible.
At the faces of
it's not possible. Listen.
Look at the faces. This me brother so
Dixon.
What you say not everybody?
Not everybody this.
Dixon.
You don't dry or you don't bomb?
Gentlemen.
Say you don't ever look like you bought in neighbor.
Gentlemen, Dixon.
I know you.
Dixon.
I don't say body be there.
If inflation.
Now new direction, I don't come for you now. Now you new direction, I'm meeting body all on.
Hold on, please.
You better right now you neighbor for.
Gentlemen, direction they do well, they applaud them.
So it means if inflation is going down, it means they are addressing.
Wait next month.
No, until next month we are talking about what's happening now. But it means that they address the bread and butter issue.
Yes, and they progressively. Then the addresser look at.
So you believe JJ Safar is doing well?
No, look at the areas where he's doing well.
So JJ Safar is doing well.
Look at the area of the QAP, the Quick Economic Response
to
the COVID. That one is a brilliant program.
Okay.
Even the financial control, transparency controllers, then give government IMACIANDA.
Okay.
When an international agency, how they handle stimulant packages during this COVID.
Okay.
What the president for that?
Okay.
But we are there wastages. We are in, for instance, the audit report, they highlight, say the president go, he come back, enable for retire money. These are questions, these are wastages.
But the president said that he said not to everything where you see now, then they go mean
in the audit report?
Yeah, yes.
In the audit report.
No, but the audit
president go.
No, but what I'm saying.
Money,
but what I'm saying is. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't mean.
We are in first lady.
No, but it doesn't mean.
With somebody
it doesn't mean saying a corruption. If audit report not generally means saying a corruption.
Audit report not generally means saying a corruption.
Exactly.
But audit report, look at what is happening in Malawi. It will give you pointers to corruption.
Okay.
And when you have a leader who is serious about corruption, you do like the Malawian president. Yeah.
So our system, has
been defending corruption.
Okay.
Let me react to that. Economic of the truth in that respect.
You react to that.
Now, you understand, on the area of the audit report, this government come out categorically clear and accepts everything contained in that report.
Okay.
You understand?
Even the one about the president's not retiring money with Dixon, they highlight.
Everything in that report, government accepts them, and government ready for work with the recommendations of the report.
Okay.
Now that make, you understand, before now and in the history of this country.
And Sajusu put pressure on the
at the touch on that side. In the history of this country, we don't ever see you say, for example, a government, through the ACC, investigates audit service, audit service report.
Okay.
And on they happen. And for the last 2 years, so the last 2 audit reports under this administration, we don't see more prosecutions, more convictions.
No, but I want to correct you. JFK, under Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara in term, audit report, there were individuals who were indicted by the Anti-Corruption Commission. Well,
probably not of this magnitude.
I just want to clarify that.
Possibly something not been to the public attention.
No, it was. There was even a fight. No, there was even a fight between Parliament. Dixon can come. There was even a fight. No, there was even a fight between Parliament and ACC because ACC won in. That is what I'm saying. JFK, Joseph Fitzgerald was the Anti-Corruption Commission.
What come out clear, I will tell you for a fact because myself, me fully involved in that particular thing. Now that the Public Account Committee in Parliament, instruct ACC for stop for investigate that particular report.
Yes, but there were individuals.
Then go investigate and they will not go forget the report. Okay, granted that there were individuals who were
exactly. I just want to clarify
from that particular thing. Granted that, understand, but in the magnitude in which we don't see Usai, the ACC they investigate audit report and they take out, they exactly can't see what they deserve. I believe saying that action and they talk about the action.
But you know say this Parliament self, the chairman of the Parliamentary Accounts Committee, tell ACC say it wasn't their responsibility to go ahead and investigate people before the documents went to Parliament. You know that?
No, not before, after.
No, listen, I'm saying Honorable Singapore questioned the audit service for where they hold a press conference. A question ACC say they should have waited after the parliamentary hearings before indicting people.
Well, the issue with me...
No, I just want to bring that so you notice because I followed it as well.
Okay, I'm not denying, you understand. But I want to let you know, the governments need to work in, the sectors, government sectors, they work in isolation. For we think say now ACC they complement.
Okay.
You understand the work of the Public Account Committee. Not that then they usurp the authority or power. Everybody knows say the Public Account Committee and then get the audit report.
Okay.
That they clear. You understand?
So with the audit report, how much people like ACC don't indict? Because apart from the one then na EOC where them be
the reports then they
the EOC people where them be asked for payback and the Ministry of Health. We've not had even with the vehicles we've not had been indicted yet.
Then investigation.
But if you talk say the magnitude. You're talking about the magnitude. Almost people in ACC don't indict with the audit report.
ACC don't indict more people.
Almost. No. Let me give people. Let me give people the right information.
ACC progressively and they tell you say investigations are ongoing. And they will come back to the public.
Okay, let's clarify. ACC asked the guys at EOC at NACOVAC
NACOVAC.
for repay money. They don't even name them. And they
Sure.
ask the permanent secretary and Ministry of Health for repay money as well.
Correct.
Apart from that, who else? There is,
But
there is
listen, there
investigation.
have been investigations
Yeah,
going
no, but
on.
you're
And
talking
another
about
thing, they don't launch
magnitude.
investigation. I tell you, the willingness is there. The investigations are ongoing.
Okay.
You understand? And definitely they never come out with most of the report.
Okay.
What are they? What are they draw? Now that in the history, on the political will and the seriousness.
So, una get
at
the
camp,
political will.
Then I want and the seriousness where they do in this particular time, where this government don't make corruption very expensive commodity for anybody for venture for going to.
Okay.
Then I want, you understand? On the issue of the audit service, the challenges that will be done there. Who say you go no say challenges and then discounting in that? Government go, government come. We get permanent people that will stay. You understand? Where some of them are vote controllers, some of them are core staff, now them agencies and MDs at the camp. So what you don't at the camp, listen. So what you don't agree? What you don't agree? There was a recommendation. Now the audit report, you understand? For them we make sure say. No, listen at the camp.
First lady will take money.
At the camp to that. You know, at the camp to that. At the camp to that. At the camp to that. There was the recommendations and the reports.
Let him make him point.
The
Let
recommendations
him
and
make
the
him
reports.
point.
You
You said go
understand?
make him point.
We get cost started, for example, the internal auditors and the procurement officers. You understand? The financial secretary, write to them, write to all ministries and MDs. Tell them, say, they get 2 weeks for come out with a clear roadmap and a plan as to how they internally go for recommend and implement most
So
of the
this same
recommendations.
financial secretary will be the attack the Auditor General.
This same financial secretary, we all know, you understand? But, you know...
Where they question the credibility of the Auditor General.
No, question the credibility. In a procedure, the man will talk about. But however, in the spirit of the principles of democracy and the checks for maintaining with checks and balances, now this country that power not good in one side no more, that make the former secretary to president to be there. Being right for when the Auditor General, when this issue come up, being right, you understand, on the advice of the president, that therefore exempts the audit service.
Exactly.
You understand? The financial secretary,
But you think otherwise?
one way or the other, whether he was oblivious of that particular or be no better.
Why he went to the Ministry of Information and even challenge the issues? He went, you were there at the press conference.
You understand that the establishment of the single treasury account for compel every establishment under government for put money for letting them go to remit the audit fees when they pay them to the single treasury account. You understand? But exemptions was given.
There were a lot of allegations against the Auditor General and the Auditor Office. No, but if I go, there were a lot of publications.
It never came from government. It never came from government.
But you were at the press conference.
It never came from government.
But you were at the press conference.
What Sajusu emphasized on that day was that
one of the
she ought to have been remitting those funds into the revenue consolidation fund.
Sajusu said,
Now 99 points.
Sajusu said,
that has been his point.
Sajusu said if there is any
government continue
she said
for support audit service.
Sajusu said,
even the president talked that day.
Sajusu said, he say if there is any other audit service where they hold press conference, like how the Auditor General been there, he go resign. He's on record, right?
Listen,
there are the issues he challenge.
I know at the camp. What's in clear?
The Auditor General not get right for talk on
No. What's in clear? That you understand, Sajusu come up from the Public Finance Management Act, especially for the establishment of the
better we're not been there for handle instead of going out public and attacking the Auditor General.
Now we don't handle the problem don't solve.
Don't solve.
Yeah, it has been
settled.
Sure, and then the government don't say that they continue for support the audit service.
Okay.
And that not for any remit. And I want to know one thing, you understand? That's the kind way this government, Dixon, no matter how you look at one quality of this government where nobody will take away from this government, that this government has always been a listening government.
Okay.
Even if there is a mistake made by this government.
So it was a mistake?
I say even if, not on this audit service. In other areas, for example, like the bill and Kaguna Parliament.
The cybercrime bill.
Not to the cybercrime bill. For the president not return
the impress.
The impress.
Okay.
Because of the noise we don't call the president listen.
Hey, I go say noise.
Well, not the noise. Well, because of the concerns. You understand what
legitimate concerns.
Correct. Legitimate concerns. You understand? And you don't go tell me the same for previous government then.
Okay.
You don't go tell me that. Previous government we are very dismissive. I will tell you that day, and then they continue.
That is why you guys came with new direction.
Correct, and that is why. No, listen, that is why we are following. Whatever we are humans, even if there is any reason for like little government mistake, you understand? But government always don't muster the courage.
Okay.
We'll go back to the drawing board and accepting faults. and change things for the better of this
Okay,
country.
gentlemen.
And a new direction.
We need to.
direction.
No,
That make the audit service understand. We don't ever go refer to the audit service. Say, now opinion, not ability, and now for these are systemic problems. The issue of corruption systemic in this country, and this government in the history of this country don't do well more than any other government.
Okay, we need to move on.
And there are indicators.
That is when you are fighting the opposition.
No.
Gentlemen,
We don't fight corruption.
Dixon.
The indicators are
Gentlemen,
there.
No, we need to move on. We need to move on with the discussion.
And because of the COI.
Gentlemen,
ACC commissioner defended the chief minister.
Whose allegation they are
About
going to
Gentlemen,
Those are frivolous allegations.
They're frivolous.
They're frivolous allegations.
Dixon,
The bank couldn't say the money transfer. The bank came out with a press release
Please,
saying that there has never been a transfer.
Okay, it's okay. We need to move on. We need to move on, gentlemen. No, gentlemen, we need to move on with the discussion. Now, we don't talk about the economy, the free quality education, the fight against corruption, and the audit service. Now, we can't talk about national cohesion. President Bio, in the build-up to the celebration of the commemoration of the 60th independence anniversary, he prayed with Muslims on Friday. He said there is need for national cohesion. On Sunday, he said same. Even yesterday in his statement, he talked same. Dixon, what do you think about the issue of national cohesion, especially at a time like this and in a situation where we get the office of the former president, they say he was invited 5 p.m. on Monday for a program on Tuesday. And now event this way, we expect, say, we could get all the other political players them for show how united we are as a nation. Yeah. Is this a missed opportunity?
You see, in politics, you get what they call diversity, meaning diverse groups and they. But we only move on from diversity to caustic division. Very caustic. And
who are responsible? The politicians?
The politicians. And would they only see the issue of tension, ethnic tension, regional tension, when it comes to politics.
I agree on that.
I read Professor Abdallah in statement talking about the Rumini, where the president mentioned. And
how people come up from the southeast go
for Fetu by Bure. And I also know in the 50th anniversary celebration, Professor Magbele File also being delivered a paper titled The Hybridity of Ethnicity. Meaning most of we as Sierra Leoneans who come out from a multi-ethnic background. Either you mama na Timini, you papa na Mende, or you mama na like me mama na Mende, me papa na Ku.
You don't see.
So I get an hybrid
connected,
background. So for me, I think say this is not the thing I will for celebrate. But for the president, they come with some always say we need national cohesion. It has to start with him. Again, for backup in what say.
But the president don't say he's committed to it.
It's not about being committed.
Been saying it.
We get for see appointments. We get for see how they appoint people. You get, why make people
appointments? You mean if we appoint people from the opposition?
Not from the opposition, people from all sides.
But the president get people from the north.
This president gets support from all sides.
Yeah, but he get people from the north.
You look at the number of people that are supposed to certain areas. You look at one district where, for me, you look at a particular district where dominant in this government. As against other districts where nobody in the government. You begin to say how committed is the president to national cohesion and unity. You get for back him up with action. So not just for make statement. One reason we always give the praise President Kaba. Now, if you look at Kaba appointment, you see a level of national government. People not from other parties they come on, even within the party. They make sure you appoint people from almost every tribe, every district.
Okay.
So we need to see the same. We begin to see then changes after Kaba. We begin to see some different changes. You get an Escoma in government self not being get a national outlook.
Yeah, one side dominates.
One side dominates. President Bio also wake up with new direction. Who thinks say for don't forge the new direction. He also come with a one-sided approach.
Okay.
For me, I think say again for backup.
There is this argument about invite to the former president and not inviting him, which is why he didn't attend. It was too late. But quickly, let me watch this video where the press secretary be asked him a question about whether the former president is invited. We can't continue the discussion. Let's just watch this video quick. Is the former president invited to the event tomorrow?
Yes, my understanding is that they will be sending invitations to the former president and also leaders of political parties as well.
Okay, and you're expecting him to attend?
Yeah. We hope they will not do us a Bintumani. We hope that in the interest of our country, in the interest of making sure that political parties also take their responsibility to national cohesion, they attend, and we just have a quiet, peaceful commemoration of independence.
Okay. Is the former president invited to the event tomorrow?
Yes, my understanding is that they will be sending invitations to the former president and also leaders of political parties as well.
Okay, and you're expecting him to attend?
Yeah.
We hope they will not do us a Bintumani. We hope that in the interest of our country, in the interest of making sure that political parties also take their responsibility to national cohesion, they attend, and we just have a quiet, peaceful commemoration of independence.
Okay. Okay, that's now Yusuf Keke Thomas and the press secretary and presidential spokesman. The issue of invite, my understanding was that then send invites to the former presidents to heads of political parties. Heads of political parties then been there at the function yesterday in the State House.
Yes, I see some of them. Yeah, I see quite a few.
But prominent, you must have some prominent tribals.
Yeah, sure. I see from me on
the NGC, you see the leader.
Well, I don't see him.
Okay, where APC?
I don't see APC leader.
C4C.
I don't see C4C.
So well, how was this handled? That a national event like this?
Which I will tell you clearly. And that they were a representative of other political parties.
Okay.
Then we.
But this is a national event.
Yes, sure. I agree. At the council that point, significantly also we get the former vice president of the main opposition, Victor Bokarifo, Asian Indide. Then this issue.
But the other former vice president, Sam Sumana, no been.
No, not Bidede. You see,
no invite her.
I cannot say because me not been in the committee.
Okay.
You understand? There was a committee set up for all of the invites, but what I know for sure, that invitation, I'm coming. No. The leaks in ways.
So how comes the former president only gets invitation at 5 p.m.?
It starts off very well, but for like, look, we reflect how significant the issue of national cohesion important to this country and we all as a whole. I think that is very, very important. Now, the more reason and the way as citizens, I think it prudent, no matter what, no matter how inconvenient it is, no matter how challenging it will be, but we not for stop at anything for make sure we contribute for maintaining that particular peace and stability in this country, you understand? Now, for example, the current president, we all know what he go through in this country. The searching house, they don't find nothing there, the intimidation, the harassment, the kind of thing we don't do that, man. We know. 310 in the searching house. Even 2018, in Osna Godgich, then go run and sack that OZ. You understand? Based on intelligence, according to them by then.
Okay.
But that not ever preclude that man, like for example, only the cause of Ebola. Nobody invited him. He came to Sierra Leone, paid the president, former president now, then a visit in the State House. And make sure he helped in the fight against Ebola. He traveled to every part of this country with gifts and donations and with items. I think that can't do one for C.
Okay.
Look, we left this blame game.
No, look, to the point about the invite.
So I want to build a very strong promise for like especially a former president, not for stop at anything. For give back.
Even if they're not getting invitation?
They can. No,
or even if you not get invitation?
No, but it's not possible they not get invitation.
Okay. But
even if you not get invitation, it's supposed to come. Whereas at the camp, but I've been no invitation for camp for Ebola for too.
Okay, but
at the camp, we don't get corona. Take corona, you don't. Who's the way that party don't go meet this president? Say anyone for can join in the festival for camp for corona.
Be specific on the discussion.
Okay, on the specific on the
Ebola effects and the commemoration of the
national issue equally.
I understand,
and then they decrease the political tension in the country.
What I'm saying is,
so he also has a responsibility.
But what I'm saying is, everyone who went there yesterday at that event was invited.
Yeah, they were invited.
Okay.
Like similarly, so they invite the former president.
But
the former president complained about late invitation.
Exactly. How that happened? Well, from Munayon side.
No. Listen, I tell you, even the president of Guinea-Bissau was invited very late. We're in a faraway person, not talking of somebody who inside this country. We're in a take less than more than 2 hours for come outside for conflict in the interest of peace.
Okay.
That is my point. And I believe that would be the point of any other person.
So the late invite not for stop the former president for attending.
Well, it's a willingness there. Where there's a will, there's a way.
But we all know we all know the tension where there. You think
that should be a massive goal
what I want to ask
for calm and calm.
I agree
even if they invite
I agree with you.
That is the point.
I agree with you on that. But you don't think say yourself as government you know, could have done better in inviting him if you are prioritizing the people to be invited to such an event. If I don't receive an invitation days before the event?
Lama, like I say, be that as it may.
No, I'm asking. Well, I don't agree with you on the point that if we attend, no.
I government, me no,
I don't agree with you on the point.
Listen, you know me, I don't talk on that day. You understand? Because I don't be in the committee. I don't have to be frank here.
No, but it's over 24 hours now. Government's not ever deny, say, no, we send the invitation on time. Oh.
No, but I don't deny, say, they send it on time or they don't send it on time. I don't dispute what the former president talk about.
Okay.
What I say, I'm not going to give reason as to why. Probably he was invited late.
So now I take responsibility.
No,
you are the government.
No. Let me can say, no, say for the sake of
argument. No, not only we say. You are agree.
That, no. Listen, that not for stop that man for calm, Lama.
I agree.
Not for stop him for calm.
I totally.
And more so. For say they invite him late for me.
You look, they push the blame. You push the blame. I don't agree with you. Say yes, to a very large extent, the former president could have come. It came late, but for national business, if I come, I agree with you on that. But as well as a former statesman, a former president, you know, agree say if indeed the invitation was sent 5 p.m. to him, that was wrong. You don't agree?
No, the issue is, Lama, like I tell you. Me not go
You're not telling me nothing.
Me not go for confirm or deny that. I was
I'm not asking you for confirm, but government not deny it.
I cannot wait because
over 24 hours. You're working for the strategic communication.
Sure, the thing just
not yesterday, and for Monday.
No, but listen, but
now for Monday in office
the celebration, the commemoration yesterday and whole day yesterday, people have been busy.
So what are you understanding?
No, just wait. Probably no. I have no understanding at the moment. I cannot speak to that.
Okay.
I don't tell you. I cannot say why. For example, even if the invitation was sent late, I cannot say it here.
Okay.
Because I'm not with the facts.
Let's assume it was sent late. It was sent late to him. You think?
Well, probably, yeah, sure. If they be sent late, probably one for believes it's certain and be overwhelmed to work. Maybe you understand they send late, or maybe the air. When
you receive invite for Go State House?
No, I don't need to.
You don't need invite. Well, I could say I was called 2 days before, I think. I was called that there is an invite for me. I did not go for it. I did not attend because I had no one to attend.
No, but
I was called 2 days before.
Yes, for the vice president, president when they come.
No, not so Dande. No, I was called by State House Communication that they have an invitation for me for attend. I did not go for it because I don't want to attend.
All right.
So I'm telling you, I'm giving you an example. As ordinary as I am, I was called 2 days before, and you are saying probably they were overwhelmed with work. How can that happen?
The issue about giving invites to the media, for example, that could be assigned to somebody who get less.
So why a former president? Why not? I'm blaming the former president, but you don't want to take responsibility. No, you agree? You agree?
I cannot agree because I was not there.
Okay.
You understand? And government need for I cannot agree here.
No, but you work for government.
No, but until now, as I talk to you now, government not come out clear on what happened. So I cannot say it's a government did not do its part well. You understand?
Okay.
So I cannot say.
Okay, I don't get your
point. Probably from the committee where they informed. For letting explain their own part. Whether indeed they are true, say they send invitation late or not true.
Okay, I don't get your point. Now come over to Dixon. This whole issue of invite, how it was handled, whether it's true that the former president received a late invitation and he said no, he can't travel, he can't come to Freetown to attend such an event. What are your own assessments of the whole issue?
You see, it's really sad that the state. They profess national cohesion, but in terms of action, they know they try to put them into action.
But we don't choose our president. We don't invite the former president and have meetings with him.
I come to that. We don't suicide. Don't get meetings with him, but they don't ever get a public, outdoor public.
They invite the former president. Have been to many.
Attend, which he wrong on in part also. As a former statesman.
So it's clear to say the government don't make strides.
Yeah, I agree.
For national cohesion.
I agree. Say the government don't make strides, and as former president, for look himself as political party leader. if we look as former president, we don't rule Sierra Leone, we don't give the opportunity.
Statesman.
We don't rule Sierra Leone. And some of those state events when they invite you, you need for go in. Let's come say in fact, when the one way they are the organizers of this committee, first of all, I believe say the committee for be inclusive. If the committee be inclusive, we all see what happened at the 50th anniversary, Independence Anniversary Committee. It was very inclusive, made up of all political party, women group, youth group, and so on and so forth.
Somebody for be able to pick up.
Somebody for able to pick them up, say, we for invite the former president. If you look at the way how Ghana, the Ghanaian president was here, how they celebrate their independence. You see the former president within a different party. You see the other former president. You see the current president. And they give confidence to the people.
Correct.
But in this case, it's not the situation. I'm not going to blame the former president for saying, in this case, they can't attend.
Okay.
Because it's probably you need for put in preparation, you need for prepare himself, you need for get the security details them all right, you need for, there are a lot of things.
But Freetown is not that long.
It's not long. That make an
excuse and day.
It's not long. No, but again,
for the sake of peace.
If we want for blame, let's begin for blame for the state. For saying, let's invite. You don't talk and I say you then call you for invitation 2 hours. What about
2 days?
Even if 2 days, even if you not get if you not send the invitation yet to the president, you can call him. You get a number. Say we they send 2 days. Like we they send invitation to you, but we don't know who still go reach. So that the president go prepare.
Don't they on the know?
They no say it for attend.
But as a statesman,
well, let you people there. It doesn't matter if you are given an invitation 24 hours to the program.
Especially to a national issue.
Especially we get for do with the independence of a state where you don't rule.
Okay.
I believe say if for bury their church, if like where we don't see like where we don't see them say then give them 24 hours. It is you the professor say that 24 hours, then less than 24 hours, then they give invitation. But for the sake of peace and unity, I'm attending. I'm only attending.
The message what president be sent out there.
Are we having all this tension? Are we having? But quickly, before I can ask this question, I just want to watch this final video. We will play quick. Where the president talk on a relationship with the former president. Then I get a question where I go ask. Then we continue the discussion. We'll just watch and quick no more.
Waiting at your current relationship with your predecessor, Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma?
Well, the people ask this question all the time. Me and Ernest Bai Koroma are not all contestive. So I don't know which are the importance. If I ask you, what are the relationship between you and your former boyfriend, what you will say?
Political leadership where plenty people they look up to now as
well, I invite them for the national cohesion in Okam. This is where you show national cohesion. For sure to the world say, yes, we are together. We ready? We want to see me, we want to talk to me. They call me. We have one for talk to them, and they call them. We are not friends. I don't know why you want us to be friends.
For the sake of the good of the nation.
No, we cannot be friends. We are in talking terms, and we will get national issue. If I invite you, you not go there. If I been go grip and when I go say, now you don't start the violence, not so.
So I can't get friendship
not
for the sake of the nation.
We actually say we get friendship, we talk. Talking about unity. We decided to put together the Commission for Peace and National Cohesion. Yesterday, I was being told, do you talk to the former president? I said, I do. He calls me, and I call him from time to time.
When last did you talk to him, sir?
I don't keep a calendar of that.
Have you spoken to him since the anti-corruption started investigating him?
I don't keep a tag on that, but I will tell you, he and I speak regularly.
But that should be easy to determine whether it was before or after the ACC.
I just don't want to give you a definite answer, but I know I have spoken to him. Frankly speaking, you can verify that with him.
Right, and how is your relationship with him?
He's a senior statesman, and I treat him like that.
Do you crack jokes when you talk on the phone?
A lot of APC don't have jokes to crack with me. And he's pure APC.
I take that to mean no jokes between the both of you. What do you talk about?
Well, if you attack me in Bo and almost broke my head, I don't think there's a lot of joke that we can crack about that. If you went to my house and told the whole world that I had an asset that can destroy this whole nation, and you could not find a razor blade in my home except my shaving, what? We don't have a lot of jokes to crack about
I take it there's a mountain of frost between the both of you.
I'm not saying that. Those are your words. I talk to him when I want to talk to him. He calls me when he wants to talk to me. He is a senior state Suriname, and he should be treated with respect. He has his entitlements, and those should be given to him.
Would you ever countenance the possibility of letting him off the hook? I'm assuming there is a hook on him in terms of the COI recommendations. Is that something you're countenancing? Just forget about anything having to do with pursuing the former president?
I don't see a hook yet. So I wouldn't assume at all.
If there was one, would you countenance?
When we come to that, then we will consider.
Is that a yes, sir?
No, sir.
Well, that's now President's bio. The first part of that video clip, they one give credit to Radio Democracy 98.1. Musa Ibn get an interview with Mabel Kaba and Asma James, and also the other one, the town hall meeting where Umaru Fofana been moderate, where Sarah I been organized. So I played that day for let we understand what's in the relationship look like between the former president and the president. At one instance, he say they're not a party, and on the second part, he say he's a statesman and needs to be respected. Are we having this tension because former President Nkrumah is still a leader of a political party? Is that why we're having this tension?
Well, I think my genuine opinion about that, I think that in area we himself as a statesman, having run Sierra Leone, a need for step aside and begin for look at. I remember in some of the first interview in a BBC now that it could promote peace and so on and so forth. So I think say you need for step aside from this old political stuff and concentrate on the promotion of peace. We don't do suicide globally, then they recognize them. So for solidify that, you need for do that. And also, I don't think say I don't think say all former president in the world can be party with the current president.
Okay.
But for the
sake
for picking his brains, you could pick the president in brain on certain issues that we found confusing at the office because he may not the day before you. You go call him and talk to him. Instead, go get situation where you go want for do him. I think say the president will then be all right for say accord the states for accord them all respect. But in the case of this invite, I don't think that is respectful.
Okay.
For send an invite to at a late time.
Okay.
But the president said they forgive him all the respect where he deserve. I think this that issue where the president for even slam the committee. Because the
somebody for take responsibility.
The committee give excuse for the former president not for attend. Then give an excuse for them not for attend. Let's say that we don't send invitation to on 2 days. And then he not go. Then government can stand on the better ground, on the higher ground for say,
like the
Bitumani. Like say, I will send invite to him, he no come.
Okay.
We'll send this invite 2 days, he no come.
How do we break this tension? You know, for the past weeks, we all see what's going to happen at the country. We don't talk a lot about national cohesion. Even the Ghanaian president picked that up. If you check his statement, you know, it speaks to the issues on the ground.
Because
and even the colon, we say irrespective of we tribes them, we need for come together.
You know, the Ghanaian president is also the president of ECOWAS. And I believe the way he go come, he go don't be surprised. Or sometimes even you don't watch the former president in Twitter page. Don't see the former president express these concerns. I believe say go don't be bothered about that. Say, why is this so? We could have our differences. But when it comes to national cohesion, national issue, promoting the national, I think that's not the problem in this country. We not get a national vision.
How do we address
We create demigod. It don't start for a very long time. You think about the rivalry between former President Nkrumah and this current president. It's similar to the rivalry between former Prime Minister Albert Magai and Sheikh Stevens.
Okay.
We don't want for each other states again. Somebody need for say, let me bend backward over. And the current president is the current president. He is responsible for national cohesion. He's a symbol of unity. I believe, say, if we take responsibility now and say, look, those guys who will not send that invitation, somebody need for take, and even give the president a call, former president a call, say, but I can crack joke over them. I don't slam the people away, invite you quick, but I think so you yourself make blunder if you don't come.
Do you expect to see former President Nkrumah and President Bio na a dinner table or a lunch, having lunch together as recent as at now, especially with the tension where they get to?
It's possible. It's possible. Not just former President Nkrumah and former President Bio. We need for the see party dialogue, inter-party, then party, then they mix. Then they joke, the big guns, the guns, then party, then they come together, talk on issue, go for this. I think somehow, in some aspect, we see I'm among the young guys them. Guys the way they support SLPP, guys the way they support APC. Individual, they see them, they mix, they see them, they sit up on a beach together, talk, argue out issues. Even on Facebook, they see APC, young guys them, SLPP young guys them, then they crack joke, and so on and so forth. We need to see that at state level.
At the national level.
So that it will give confidence to, you will not say we have about 60% illiteracy. Where people then see a symbolic gesture, it is sink down into them.
Then we'll go,
I think the people where they around the president need for tell and see, for now, it is not the former president's responsibility. It is his responsibility to enhance unity. It is his responsibility to enhance national cohesion.
Okay, but as we round up,
yes, sure.
On this
issue, I think say, when once we did then kind of platform there and they talk, especially something we get for the national cohesion, we for actually ensure that we talk from the bottom of our heart, because until we hold it together, until we it mean everything to you, because in the absence of Dandy, every other thing you understand. So in as much like what Dixon said, the government get a responsibility. When we believe the government, since the inception of the government and power, don't try for create a platform. You understand, for that unity day and dialogue. And more so, it's not the president don't need to reach out to every APC member, for example. You just need to reach out, for example, to the leadership. You understand, or few other people. Where they make public appearance, like that in the way former President Nkrumah na State House.
Yeah.
That thing it goes, it sinks, it resonates so well with people in Sierra Leone, and we hope for see more of them. They understand. So for me, Lama, we don't do discounting the last rule of former president. We know for a sure that the former president began uninterrupted rule. So, like we did talk on the boom, you also not forget for talk on the dog.
Okay.
You understand? The former president, it is my honest view that he also has a very solemn responsibility for make sure say yes, you understand? Take advantage of every opportunity given for we get that kind picture. As if, you understand? Like say we would say one. What if I say that? When the SLPP be in opposition, you go agree with me that we will not be seeing more of what thing that happens now from we opposition now. Even in parliament, things that will be happen in parliament will not be correct.
Okay.
But the best way the opposition be to do by then for work out.
Okay.
Because they know no matter what they do, probably sometimes because they don't get the number, not go change anything.
Okay.
But that then be use other means for engage the public through radio or
So this government is committed to national cohesion.
The indicators in the you understand? So me appeal to that, Lama, before I could me appeal to that, you understand? When once it comes to national unity, please I appeal to APC, NGC, C4C, and other political parties. Let me put politics aside.
Okay.
Because now the only thing that we get you together, all other aspects, that one green thing it will pose a threat for every other thing fall apart. Because it get effect on intermarriages we talk about. It will get effect on inter-religious business we will talk about. Because, for example, if me married me woman, he come on at the north, then me come on at the south, then Palava come, the problem was come. So now that make no for encourage and for take advantage of any opportunity.
Finally, what you for expecting the next 2 years from the government?
Well, the president very committed for continue for see how best he go for continue for fulfill on the campaign manifesto promises. We don't fulfill quite a number of we campaign manifesto promises. The president been very clear that 5 years no good enough. In fact, even 10 years no good enough. But we believe, say, these 3 years here, we don't do more than enough.
And
of what to promise the people, you understand? Okay. And we don't get time now for identify them, but we don't do more than enough. And then they visit
in the next 2 years.
And sure, a continuation for deliver for the people of this country because we sign a social contract.
What should we expect in the next 2 years?
I agree with him that they've done pretty much, but there are a lot of challenges. There are more things to be done with regards to education, with regards to the economy, with regards to health. In fact, the health is terrible. People they die because oxygen not in at the hospital. A young man, we are saying recently died because of oxygen, lack of oxygen. And a young lady died at the 34 military hospital because of lack of things like glove. And so those basic things, very sad. And we also, the other challenges has to do with water. Sierra Leone is surrounded with water.
Yeah, we see.
And we are referred, I think that we Bob Marley being referred to, we say in the midst of water, the food is thirsty.
I know.
I think we need for President need for make progress on water and also the epileptic electricity supply.
President make electricity supply.
No, it did, but it's very epileptic.
Yeah, you don't agree so that they do progress.
It's very epileptic. But for say the next 2 years, we will see much. I don't believe so.
Much?
Because in the next 2 years, my brother, it's going to be campaign.
Okay.
No,
it's going to be full-blown politics.
Thanks very much, gentlemen. thanks very much, Thomas Dixon and Mohamed Ba, for way una join me at the program. This na hot seats and now we end the program today. Thanks to una we viewers them, people on our Facebook page. We appreciate una time very much, and thanks to the technical team as well for we support the program. Till next week, me na Amadou Lamgana back. Continue for watch AYV and have a lovely evening.
Yes, subscribe. You always the watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wait till you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It not get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you the support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.